Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are actually going to be looking at a stream from a couple weeks ago where I actually did a tier list on stream. And this tier list was of all the Marvel movies from the MCU. I believe there's 23 movies if I got that correct. So we're going to be, we categorized all 23 movies and I'm going to be showing them off in this video right here. A few disclaimers. There are spoilers in some of these movies because we do talk about the plots of some of them to rate them. If you haven't watched some of these movies, although they've been out for like 15 years now, some of them, there are spoilers. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, the first one in the list, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yeah, I don't remember it.
I would say B.
Yeah, you would say B, and I would say low.
Good, but it wasn't like amazing.
I don't really remember this movie though. Like, I know it was the planet dude, but that's all I remember. And then the lady with the antennas. She also.
Yeah, but like the whole twist with like the dude killing the mom was.
Oh wait, I forgot about that.
What do you put in C, bro?
I think it's either C or don't remember. I'm gonna put in C though.
Dang.
I remember it enough.
You guys may not agree with these, but these are just our honest opinions, and we don't really remember a lot of these clearly, so.
Yeah, this is my tier list, not your tier list. This is my tier list. Our personal opinion. It's my personal opinion with Avi adjusting my opinion so the comments don't yell at me.
I agree.
Because if he's not here, I'm gonna put my honest opinions. You guys are gonna hate him all. Alright, Ant-Man and the Wasp just happening right next to each other. Alright. What do you think about Ant-Man?
Ant-Man was good. But I don't exactly remember too much.
I feel like it should be above Guardian.
I'll put a C tier because I don't exactly remember it,
but it was funny though. See, I don't want to put it on the same level as Guardians.
Put it in B.
Because I don't want to put it on Guardians level. The thing is, there's so many.
Like the Guardians movies are just a bit too much.
Yeah, there's like.
It pushes the humor too much.
And there's 5 main characters, which makes it like even weirder. I don't know.
That part's not that weird. Oh. That's just you.
Okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp is definitely better than Ant-Man, so I'll put it a little bit above.
Or you just. Yeah.
I think that's worse. Okay, Black Panther.
Those things didn't really make much sense, but it was still pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was a solid movie. I'd say that. Although people do hate on the Ant-Man series, Paul Rudd is hilarious, so I think he gets credit there. All right, Black Panther, D tier. Captain America. No, we're gonna put this right here where it belongs. Black Panther is a great movie. All right.
Yeah, and the fact that it was original, but like also like was like. I don't know, it was just really unique compared to the other movies.
All empowering women and black and like African American people aside, it was a good movie. Like it won so many awards too, right? So
yeah, and the soundtrack was good.
The soundtrack was great. I don't know. I think it's just a solid movie. S tier for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, a movie which I don't really remember too much of. Captain America: The First Avenger.
That was the whole thing with the Tesseract and the Red Skull and
I don't remember this movie at all.
I don't remember it much either.
I feel like it goes here. I don't remember it. I legit.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Fair.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
All right, Civil War. We watched this 2 days ago.
So yeah, we recently watched this.
Yeah, we watched this earlier this week. So I would say A or B. Not S.
I would say A.
Yeah, I don't think it's S tier level, but it's better than Ant-Man because like
I don't know why, but for some reason it's like one of like the worst like critically acclaimed Marvel movies. I don't know if it's because people thought it was like too rushed, like everything just went by too fast or what.
Yeah, I mean, it did feel like a lot for one movie though.
Yeah.
It felt like a whole Avengers movie on its own rather than a Captain America movie. But then again, I don't remember First Avenger in the first place. Okay, Civil War aside, we got Captain Marvel, a controversial.
Captain Marvel's like B or C.
The fact that I watched this 2 years ago and I still don't remember it is sad. So
yeah, I would give it C just because of the twist where the Skrulls are actually like the good people.
Mhm.
Although it's kind of like somewhat obvious as it went along, it's still
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
I'm giving it a bit less backlash than most people because it is a prequel and it's harder to make prequels. So I'm gonna put it end of C tier. Not. I feel like Captain Marvel only exists to just explain stuff from like the
Yeah.
past and the future.
The story.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like the movie itself, like I didn't really like the storyline. It just seemed too confusing. I don't know. Not even confusing. It was just weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was like too many, like they're trying to like add too many twists where it's like, oh, she actually got her power a different way. The lady was actually good. The Skrulls are actually good. And it was like a bit too much.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Thor: The Dark World. Another.
That one's either a D or don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
That was a weird movie.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'd say then put it don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing with don't remember is that that's unfortunate for the movie if I can't remember it. Like, I mean, we're not there yet, but for example, what's a good example of a movie from a while ago? Spider-Man: Homecoming was also a good while ago, but I remember the entire storyline pretty well. Like, I don't remember anything about Thor. I know it had something to do with the reality or the ether or whatever, but I don't exactly remember what the whole plot was in that movie.
Yeah.
And only because I watched Loki like 2 days ago do I remember that freaking Thor's mom died in that movie. That's the only thing I freaking remember about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, is Doctor Strange the guy like who almost died in a car crash or something like that?
Yeah, that was.
I put that movie in A. It was actually really good.
It was
I
a
like that one.
it was a good
I like that
movie.
one.
Yeah, I put it higher up. Also, if anyone who's watching doesn't know, James is like he's a good person. That's all you need.
Yeah, I hope so.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. All right, Thor Ragnarok. Either S tier or A tier. It was a great
I'll put
movie.
an A.
It was a great movie. I think it's better than Doctor Strange. Is it better than Civil War though? That's the
I
question.
mean,
Wait,
I would
Civil War
put
you
the same
put
level
an
as
A?
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. I would put the same level as Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna put it right above an A.
Because that's when Marvel started actually pushing for like more humor in movies, and that movie really, it actually like fit with the movie.
The type of movies I like are more like humorous movies, rather than like cliche drama movies. So I don't know. I feel like maybe Civil War shouldn't be that high.
I mean, it was still good. There was so much storyline that it made it actually good.
I'm putting it A tier, but I'm putting Ragnarok above it. Ragnarok was just like it had storyline. It was funny. It was just everything. Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Oh, that's trash. That's
Yeah,
trash.
I agree. See, we
Yeah.
got some people with some real taste here. Bottom C
one of my-
tier.
Literally like a talking raccoon in like a tree. Like
Okay, buddy.
I mean,
Like,
that's
one
what,
of my cousins rewatched it, and they said it was hard to watch the second time.
that's what everybody said. I've heard so many people say that. Guardians of the Galaxy, I just don't like it in general.
the music was good though. I like
It's
the
good the
playlist.
first, yeah, the
playlist was
music
good.
and like some of the jokes are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's overall trash. Let's just be honest. I'm only not putting it in D tier because I know people are gonna yell at me for doing that,
I agree.
and because we got D tier for this next movie. Let's just real quick. There we go.
Wow.
All right.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't remember. I watched it once
I
and
fell asleep during the movie, and
I
this
fell-
kid is getting
I fell
bad.
asleep 15 minutes in.
I'll be honest, the end scene with him versus Abomination with equipment, considering it was just really weird.
I've only watched that in like movie clips. I never watched the whole movie like in one.
It was like freaking in the dark, and they try to make it look epic in the dark, when in reality you just couldn't see stuff, and you couldn't tell the difference between Hulk and Abomination.
I'm just curious.
Speaking of Abomination, he's apparently gonna be in the Shang-Chi movie.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard
I don't
about that.
understand that.
He was in like the freaking ring with Shang-Chi in that movie, in the trailer.
Yeah.
I kind
No,
of want
it
to
wasn't-
watch
yeah,
that movie.
No, it's with Wong. He's with Wong.
Oh. I feel like Shang-Chi's gonna be like a combination of Doctor Strange and like, I don't know, Black Panther feel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good movie. Okay, Iron Man series. We got Iron Man.
At 3, I would say C or D.
I like 3. I don't know. I have a soft spot
It
for
was
3.
good, but it wasn't great.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for this movie though.
But the movie was so weird. It was like people blowing up and stuff.
What do you call it? Wait, what did you call it? I forgot. Oh yeah, the freaking exploding terrorists. Such a
Pretty much.
It
It made no
legit.
sense.
I'm gonna put it above Guardians though.
I
But
don't know.
here's the thing though, it's an Iron Man movie though. And Iron Man
Yeah.
movies are good.
I guess, but like it was a weird movie.
What's next? We got Iron Man 2, I think. That's number 2. Honestly, I confuse all 3 movies a lot.
I don't remember the second one.
I watched it like a couple months ago, which is why I remember it. I would say 3 is better. I'm just being honest. 3 was more
What?
interesting because it had like the whole. I don't know. I'm gonna put this top of C. I don't know. All right, original Iron Man, solid movie, great movie. The beginning,
Yeah.
It was the beginning of it all. I'd say A tier. But
I would say the Iron Man series is just really good because of how much Tony Stark changes.
yeah.
He
Also,
goes from like a freaking billionaire who doesn't care about anything, selling weapons to cause wars, to freaking being an Avenger and actually caring about people and sacrificing himself.
okay, Iron Man 2 and 3 above Ant-Man series or below in the B tier?
Ant-Man? Iron Man 3, I'd say below Ant-Man. Original Iron Man is good though.
Original Iron Man I put in A tier. And like bottom of A.
Oh, okay.
And then Iron Man 2, I think I'll just keep it how it is right now.
Yeah.
Right, we got the 2 Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man Far From Home first. I said this a couple times. I think I've said it on stream before too. I was never a fan of the newest Spider-Man, and actually the newest Marvel MCU movie as a whole. I just didn't. It was a good movie. It just didn't really live up to Homecoming and Spider-Man's whole feel. I just felt like it was way too dramatic and stuff. Like, the whole movie is not set up for somebody to just come out of the blue and watch a Spider-Man movie. It was set up more of like a what happened after Endgame movie.
Yeah, but that's kind of how Marvel makes their movies.
That's true, but like Black
Just have to,
Panther
like,
and
have
Doctor
some knowledge.
Black Panther and Doctor Strange, you can watch those movies on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I know Captain America: Civil War is like an example of you have to watch the previous movies to understand, but like,
Yeah.
but it's Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man shouldn't be like that. I don't
The
know.
only thing is that they decided to make Mephisto like a secret like villain, and it's supposed to be like a mind blast, but freaking everybody knew because like he's already a villain in the comics, and I didn't really like how they like show like a multiverse is possible, and then they just throw it away because Mephisto just ends up being a fake.
Mhm. Yeah,
That
I
part
don't
was
know.
kind of weird, but I liked how it tied in with the Iron Man storyline.
I
With, like, the
definitely,
whole Mark
yeah. I
thing.
mean, and it's Tom Holland and Zendaya. I mean, they're like all like, they're the actors are great. And the
yeah,
movie, it's just the plot of the movie was just dumb. I just didn't like the plot.
it wasn't dumb. It was just not as good as the first one.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Captain Marvel, 100%. Way better. I don't think it's C tier. I think it's bottom B. C tier is a bit B. Homecoming. Homecoming is definitely better. Is it better than Iron Man 3 and 2?
No.
Is it better than Ant-Man?
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I would say put it above the 3.
So like this.
No, you should put 1 above 3. Iron Man 1 above 3.
Iron Man 1's over here.
Oh, I mean 2 above 3. Actually, I don't even remember 2. I can't really say anything.
I don't know. I like 3 better. Just because 3 was more memorable for me. I mean, clearly 3 is more memorable for you too. Alright, Thor 1. I liked it. Not as good as Ragnarok, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
A tier? I think A tier.
Um,
A tier or bottom or top of B?
I'll say top of B. It was
think
good,
so?
but it wasn't that good. It was like Thor. It's kind of like in an Iron Man type of storyline where he goes from being like some like higher tier guy who doesn't really care about anybody else to being like, I guess, more humble and actually realizing who he is. That
Yeah,
type of stuff.
yeah. It was a good movie. Especially for an older Marvel movie, it was a good one.
Yeah.
I definitely liked it over the second Thor movie, obviously, and it was definitely better than the Ant-Man movies. So I'd say top of B is probably good, if not A. And yes, we're being very strict on these movies here. I don't know. I just feel like some of these movies don't deserve to be in the same levels. Like, come on, Ragnarok was a great movie. Okay, Winter Soldier. I don't know.
I would say like B, but since you don't remember it, put it at the end.
I mean, I want to rewatch this one. I really do. Because this is the one which introduces like Bucky and his whole like thing. I mean, Bucky was there in the first movie, but
or also that elevator scene where
yeah, I mean, this is like a
beats them all up.
it's a traditional movie. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to put two Captain America movies there.
Put it in B at the end. Leave it B at the end.
I'm gonna put Far From Home below it.
Okay.
I feel bad putting it on the very end. Okay, now we got the most controversial part of the list. We've got
Original Avengers is S tier.
We've got all four. Okay, the 4 Avengers movies. I'm gonna put them all somewhere right now, and then you guys are gonna comment after I place them all down. All right?
Oh my god.
I think it's best like this. There we go. Comments.
I would actually, I would agree with that. I was gonna say maybe put Endgame like highest on A, just because I feel like Infinity War it actually like hit you, like you didn't know what to expect.
That's true.
And then when they actually lost, it like actually hit you. Compared to Endgame, where you kind of knew they were gonna win.
I mean, it was kind of cool though.
But Infinity War was like
the soundtrack and the effects though.
Infinity War, where it's like you actually see them on screen together for like the first time compared to Endgame, it just made it like that much more special.
I'm just trying to think about Endgame and Infinity War, not all memes and cringe and all the freaking stuff that came out of it. I'm trying to think of it just as the movie itself. And I mean, the effects of both movies were insane. Infinity War definitely better. But I mean, even if Endgame's effects were better, Infinity War I liked the progression of Infinity War a lot.
Yeah.
Because Infinity War was like, it was linear, but it wasn't that linear. It was linear, but like there were like 5 different things happening at once. We were taken to like each group. There was Thor with Rocket and Groot, and then there was the rest of the Guardians, and then there's Cap and everybody on Earth, and then there's Tony Stark's group on Titan. There were like so many different things happening at once.
Yeah. And then when they actually meet up, like that scene where Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Drax, where Doctor Strange asks Star-Lord asks Doctor Strange like, "What masters?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "What am I supposed to say, Jesus?" And then they find out they're from Earth, and that's when they actually like the fact that the humor brought them together just made it like better.
I mean, and then that was one reunion which is really cool, and then the freaking part where Thor comes onto Wakanda. That's like still one of the greatest scenes.
Oh yeah, one of the most iconic Avengers scenes.
If anything, that's my favorite over like the main Avengers. Like they're
also as Guardians of the Galaxy was really good.
That was funny as well. I don't know. I feel like this is how it should be. And then thoughts on the original Avengers?
Original Avengers was like, honestly, it was like a decent movie, but the nostalgia and the fact there's like the first on-screen like gathering just made it like really special.
Yeah, I feel like it's overhyped. It's a good movie. It's a great movie, obviously. But it is a bit too overhyped for its nostalgia, as many things are.
Yeah.
Like, it was a great movie, but Infinity War is better no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Okay, and now
honestly, maybe even Endgame might be better.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, I kind of feel like Endgame's better.
Yeah.
I think...
And then the thing about Ultron was that there's just too much going on, and it was like confusing, honestly.
Ultron wasn't that memorable, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was honestly, rather than being a story, it was more so just like chaos and then explaining that chaos.
Yeah, and now that I'm looking at this list, I kind of want to move Ragnarok here.
Yeah. But then Doctor Strange also. I would say leave it.
I say put Doctor Strange there, and then this here. I think that's better. Yeah. I don't know. Now I have doubts with Civil War.
Yeah. Also, this Quicksilver scene is probably the worst Marvel scene I've ever seen.
I mean, yeah, this is like...
The fact that this man runs like at the speed of light or whatever, and then gets hit by like 4 bullets, that was like the dumbest scene I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this tier list is good. I don't know. If I were to change anything, if I were to actually classify Thor and Captain America, the two we didn't, I'd put this one maybe like this. Maybe like this. And then this one would probably go right here. If I were to classify those two, but I can't because I don't really remember what they're about.
It's gonna be really interesting to see the feature Marvel movies, but considering they're like actually original. Like Black Widow's pretty original, Shang-Chi's original, Eternals.
Yeah, I mean those are gonna be
Those
really
ones are
cool.
gonna be really good.
I think this is good how it is.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
present?
curious to see what they do with the future Avengers, like the young Avengers.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Well, I think this is what we're gonna go with. Well, this is my tier list.